All right. Let's get into it. All right. Let's get into it. Oh, I'm listening to myself. That's beautiful. Let's get into it. Oh, I'm listening to my. All right. So, talking shit, getting clicks. Almost 3 times. And tonight's show, we're going to talk about some things this evening. But first, as always, let me get the chat going. How's everyone doing this evening? I wouldn't know because I can't see it. Oh, there you guys, right in front of me. Turn up the volume. You want me to turn up the volume more? More? I'm up. Am I low? Am I low? This is crazy. I'm redlining over here. Is that better? It might be because I got the air conditioning on. This thing might not be working though. I had a plug-in for my mic. I didn't even get to watch last week's show, so I didn't get to see it. Oh, that should be right. Am I Ramid, what's good? What is good? Do I still sound low? Or it's crazy. I can hear, but I'm on max. Well, damn it, me too. I'm on max. Maybe I can max more. Hold on. Just for you. Just for you. Everybody let me know. Ramid said I sound good. Hold on. Is that better? How about now? Because I'm bouncing in the red now. Can you hear? That's good. Oh man, this is not for the we don't have we might hit the closed caption button. We might have the hearing impaired type deal going on here. Give me 1 second. It's been a long one. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. But it's weird because. All right, so are we sounding good? I'm hitting sound effects. I feel like I feel like I'm screaming. Let me turn my headphones down just a little bit. And I got the air conditioning on. And I got the plug-in in. So I want to make sure everybody can hear me. And Flash says he can hear me. Flashback says he can hear me. Oh, here's the live chat. Duh. Bring it up. There we go. Let the children sing. All right. How do I do this? I forgot. It's been a week. It's been a week. Get out of studio mode. Bam. That's right. Talking shit, getting clicks. 7:34 p.m. You already know on Thursdays we pop in this joint at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got a call-in line, 313-825-5557. They're open right now because we're going to be talking tonight about Zuckerberg. He apologized and kind of snitched on the Harris-Biden administration. We're going to talk about Atlantic City Electric. Oh, my God. Listen. Hold on. Go back. Skirt. Let's do this. Let's start it again. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Boom. We're going to stop right there. Maybe it'll stop it. Maybe it won't flick it. All right. Okay. Yo, we are going to talk about Atlantic City Electric. It's an Exelon company, and I'm going to bring up the Exelon company and its subsidiaries that include other electric companies other than Atlantic City Electric. And when I tell you this story, we're gonna see if your I can't even talk. If your electric company comes up on this list, you might want to talk to your peoples because they're doing us dirty in these streets with the bills. I don't even know why I'm letting the children sing right now for that. I have no idea at all. I have no idea at all. At all. Here I am. I'm moving the mic. You want music? I don't know. He wants music. He gets music. Hold on. Is this good? Yeah. Can you hear me and do all this stuff? Because I was testing it. It was belligerent. It was belligerent in the background. POE cast is in the building. Matter of fact, for Tormenta and Bro, we're dropping flex bombs. We're dropping flex bombs for the YOU. Hopefully you can hear all that, because I'm just trying to get this sound together. This isn't not even my jams that I like to jam out to. These aren't even my jams that I like to jam out to normally. No one sends me music. So, you know what I mean? I just be chilling. I'll be chilling. All right, so can we hear everything? Ramid said the cable bill too. Listen, sir, let me tell you something, sir. I'm with you on the cable bill as well. However, we gotta focus one thing at a time. One thing at a time. We gotta focus on. Right now, we're focusing on the Atlantic City Electric stuffs. That's what we're focusing on right now. Boom, these guys, an Exelon company. I'm gonna show you what they do. Oh, okay, and then also we're gonna talk about Namibia. That's right, I gotta say it slow because I might trip over my own self. Namibia is in a crisis, and I'm gonna tell you the exotic way that they're trying to get out of this crisis. Everybody let me know. Tormenta, am I sounding good here? Can you guys hear everything? When I dropped that flex bomb for you, did you hear the flex bomb right there? Because right now, I don't know. I got this little groove in my head. If everything sounds good, let me know, because I appreciate it. All right, you hear me, you hear the music, you hear me, everything sounds good. You don't hear it. Look, I went back to the woods. We're in the woods. Do you hear the crunching of the leaves in the woods? Like I'm actually walking through the woods, or am I floating through these effing woods? Oh, wow. All right. There's a little music right there. Boom. All right. There's that flex bomb right there. Now, I did quiet it down. Because when I was trying to listen to it earlier, it was like a little bit of fragile, if you will. However, check this out now. No crunching, right? You hear the little lower for the music. She wants a little lower. Boom, that's a touch lower. That's 2 touches lower. Cable been high forever. But that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. This is one of the, we're going to be talking about the Namibia. See, I told you if I say it fast, Namibia crisis. We're going to talk about the Namibia crisis. And then we're going to talk about old Mark Zuckerberg, a.k.a. Zuckerberg. That's what I'm calling him, because the Meta Man has snitched on the Biden administration. We're going to discuss that, because I see it starts with an F, ends with a Y. I can only say this word when we're well into the conversation, because I don't want to get X'd out. You know what I mean?
What's up, people? Here we are, back in the talking shit, getting clipped.
That's what I am talking about, and this is what we're doing now. Mo 3 times here. We episodes, aka we live, because we live up in here, and thanks to you, yeah. The music is still too high. Is it the music is still too high? I'm jamming. I'm jamming. Okay. All right. So what's good? Let me go through the headlines right here. Let's go through some of these headlines. You guys know what the hell is going on in this world? Gotta plug my phone in because that's what type of host I am. I don't ever have my phone charged all the way. All right. Listen, if you guys been following the story on Donald Trump, NPR is reporting that the Army says Arlington National Cemetery worker was pushed aside by Trump aides. And that looks like where there was a little bit of an altercation they had with the staff. Basically, what I know of the story was that Donald Trump visited some families, Gold Star families. Gold Star families are families of our military brothers and sisters that have lost their lives in war. And when that happens, their families are kind of elevated in the military society, and they are given special privileges to, pay respects to the fallen soldiers. Section 660 in Arlington Cemetery is Arlington Cemetery itself, when we're talking about it, this is not the music I'm feeling for this. Maybe a little cinematics. Y'all be wanting me. All right. So anyway, Arlington Cemetery, as you guys know, is the historical last resting places for America's bravest, like soldiers who have served their country faithfully, soldiers that have died in the name of freedom. So being buried in Arlington Cemetery is quite prestigious. Now, part of Arlington Cemetery has like what we'll call a VIP section, if you will, for lack of better words. The VIP section is called Section 60. And that's where, like, from the current wars, the most recent wars, where these heroes are buried in this section. So the rules in Arlington is that you can't, bring cameras and footage in there without, like, prior approval in there. Without like prior approval, like you might be able to shoot a documentary there or get some footage from the inside outside, or they might give you footage, but you don't really take cameras in there. It's kind of tacky to shoot to film grieving families in there. Different reasons why they do it, but they just don't do it anyway. Some of the families who were pro-Trump invited Donald Trump to come visit them at Section 60, and Donald Trump decided to bring cameras to what some would say, like, make it a photo op. Now, while they were trying to get the cameras in there, there was a little jostling around. It seems like the cemetery worker and a lot of them are volunteers, took exception to what was going on, and it seems like Trump aides had pushed them aside and trying to get some photos. So there's been a lot of little controversy going back and forth. A lot of veterans are saying that Donald Trump disrespected them, but at the same time, he was there at the request of Gold Star families. And I remember I heard one of the mothers of a fallen soldier talking today, saying that her son was murdered. That's not usually how it goes in war. You die in war. I don't call it murder. You lay down your life for your country. But obviously, we're in political times now, so that's where we're going. I'm good now. He's my producer. Love says he wanted a photo op. I mean, we've seen this before. All right. Let's see. Kamala Harris tonight is going to have her interview. I think that's going to start at 9. I am going to get you guys out before that. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this. We are going to get through this together. So we'll be able to watch that. Yeah, she explains her exclusive CNN interview. She's going with, what's it, Dana? Help me out. What's it? Dana Bash. That's her name. She's being interviewed by CNN. This is crazy. All right. Arlington Cemetery. Trump says he wants to make IVF treatments paid for by government or insurance companies if elected. I mean, people who are trying to get pregnant can pay up to $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 just for a round of IVF. And most IVF treatments go through, I would say, they say like, I think on average, like at least 5 rounds. If it ever takes at all, at least 5 rounds before, usually on average, before it's viable. So, at the cheapest, it's $50,000 on top of whatever, crazy hospital bills you got to pay for in the first place. So it's very expensive. And Donald Trump is saying he wants to make IVF treatments paid for by government for insurance companies if elected. The only thing I have a problem with is that this would have to be left to the states. With the undoing of Roe versus Wade, he would have to leave this to the states. So it's not possible that he could actually force this on a state. It's not like he can make it a federal law because he got... Anyway, we'll look more into that later because that's a Supreme Court thing. All right. Oh, Western Ukraine says one of the United States F-16 warplanes has crashed. And I heard on headlines that the top pilot, like the maverick of the Ukrainian Air Force, died in this accident. So, yeah, it says the fighter jet went down on Monday when Russia launched a major missile and drone barrage at Ukraine. This is because Ukraine pushed into Russia and started taking a little bit of the Russian territory, actually put Russia on the defensive, where Russia has been on the offensive this whole time. And it looks like Russia is back to attacking. But it does look like Ukraine took a catastrophic loss by losing one of its top pilots. Its top pilot, they say. They lost Maverick. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. I didn't mean to hit that censor button. What else we have here? Israel agrees to pauses in fighting in Gaza for polio vaccinations. Yeah. Yep. They're pausing the fighting so no one gets polio. I mean, and then they'll resume the fighting and blow the legs off of babies. But, I mean, that's neither here nor there. Donors quietly push Harris to drop tax on ultra wealthy. Donors are asking Kamala Harris to drop a tax on the ultra wealthy. Is that a poll? Should we tax the ultra wealthy? Or is that something I can just ask in the chat? If you guys are here and here, let me get a little reaction from you guys. Do you think that we should... This actually goes along with some of the things that I've been talking about. It's great. It ties in. I'm glad to be here tonight. Let the children sing. Do you think it's fair to tax the ultra wealthy? Let me know. We can call in and discuss. I see Will over here for the birds. He's trying to come for the birds. Will, if you got the dime, I got the time. You know the call-in number. 313-825-5557. And we can discuss, because I propose a trade with Will in fantasy football. Fantasy football. Absolutely. These guys are saying absolutely. Love, and her liberal ass is saying, of course. Lindo says absolutely. That's a step. I think, hey, guys, maybe I should just make it a poll. We'll keep this poll. This will be our poll for this evening. If I can even find where we do this stuff at. All right. That's not reaction, but it's events. I forgot how to do the poll on here. Plus, is it a plus? Start a poll here. First I gotta learn how to type. Tax the ultra wealthy. Let's try to make this as accurate as possible. And I got a question. What in the is ultra wealthy? What is ultra wealthy? What qualifies as ultra wealthy? What is ultra wealthy? Like, how much money is ultra wealthy? Someone with a net worth of at least 30 million in investable assets? No, that doesn't seem like, if you got 30 million, you're probably not riding around on one of them Oprah yachts. Wow, 30, do you got, hold on. All right. Now, I'm going to put the question, is it fair to tax the ultra wealthy? I'm going to add another ultra in there because I don't believe right now, as it's defined, I don't believe the definition of ultra wealthy is at least 30 million. I'm not saying that 30 million is anything to sneeze at. I'm just saying that maybe worldwide, 30 million, but in America, I don't believe that to be ultra wealthy. I do believe that puts you in that top, you are in that top 1%. 1, 2, maybe 3%, maybe 3%. You're up there with that much money. But I wouldn't consider that ultra wealthy. Is that another poll I gotta create now? Like, what do you consider ultra wealthy? Wow. 30 million is a lot, I agree. Love. But Young Lindo does posit the question, no one wants to be ultra wealthy. No one needs to be ultra wealthy in a country where people are eating dog food. Damn it, Young Lindo, you're sounding like a communism. You sound like a hippie right there, Young Lindo. I don't know, that talk around these parts. Podcast says 1 billion, so 1 billion is ultra wealthy. I agree. I agree. That's a good start. I would say, let's see, how many people have over $10 billion? Many people, how about 5 billion? Have over $5 billion. All right, another Forbes, American worth 1 billion or 5 billion or 100 billion, pick a number. No one can find a reliable statistic. This is a statistic that we can't find because I think there are about 350 billionaires in the entire United States. And about 105 of them have 1 billion or more. This just comes from a user. This comes from the full list of richest people in America, Forbes 400. And it's a 2016 list. Guys, it's a 2016 list. So I don't know, with the economy, 2016, we kind of froze during it. People made a shitload of money. There became more billionaires. Some people lost money. Let's say that I'm going to estimate, just because I'm the host and shit, we got to get somewhere with this. I'll say that we have increased those 105 billionaires by 20. There's been 20 of them since 2016. Okay, so I'm saying there's about 125 billionaires that have $5 billion or more. Assets, cash, Beanie Baby collection, I don't know. Now, I'm going to consider them ultra wealthy. And I just want to know. Here's the poll. It's popping up. Let me put the chat back in. Let's go. Craziness. There it is. It's in the chat. You guys see it in the chat? Sheesh, that's a very small number of people. That's not a lot of people, but that is a lot of money. That's a lot of money The poll is up in the chat. If you guys can believe it, it should be there. Tell me if you don't see it. I'm looking for it myself. Yeah, but that's what they're saying. It's a lot of people up in there. Let's shrink this a little bit. I'll move her. All right, so we got 1 billion dog food if they're lucky. Some countries don't even have any food. And love, that is something that we're going to talk about in just a couple seconds. In Namibia, they are having an issue. That's not a lot. You don't think $5 billion's a lot? You don't think $5 billion is a lot of money? Sheesh, that's a very small number of people. Oh, that's not a lot. Yeah, that's not a lot of, hold on. That's not a lot of billionaires with over 5 billion. 105. Over $5 billion. Should we tax the shit out of them? Should we tax the shit out of them? I'm cracking my knuckles right now, guys. Forgive me. Should we? All right. Polls up there. And I can't see all of the poll, but I do recognize that the poll is it's kind of changing there. I think it's at 60% yes at the moment. But yeah, it's not a lot of people, but there you go. When you think about it, the top 1% of the people in the world control like 80% of the resources. You know? That's why it's a pyramid. This is it looks like a Hershey Kiss, a little bit shaped, but it's a pyramid. And up here, right here, where my head sits on top of the pyramid, it's not a lot of room up there on this little tip. There's a lot of room for here at the base. There's a lot of room over there. Any company bringing in 5 billion or more, what do they recoup after paying everyone? Oh, okay. So, all right, POE cast, I get it. Well, what we see in a lot of newscasts, especially in like the financial newscasts, when they're talking about companies that be, laying off 20,000, 30,000 people, they go and they'll look at their earnings for the year, and they'll be like, okay, this company raked in, and they will say in profits. So that's where we stop. I mean, once you can't profit until you pay everybody. So in profits, they'll be like, yo, this company raked in like 10 billion this year. Southern Belle, you up in here. It's a lot of money. Because if you think about it, if you look at factories, if you go into the city, like most cities shut down, work is over at 5, 6. You might have some people that stay, late to work, and there might be some bars open in the area because, you're going to have a little happy hour after work, and, people are going to get drunk and not go home too. So you might have some couple of bars in there. But when you're looking at just like the map of these businesses anywhere, they got to have food. They got to have a little entertainment, and little convenience stuff. So those businesses do make more businesses by being there. But also that causes electricity, that causes, energy usage, that causes roads get used, all types of things just to have this company here. And a lot of that is subsidized by our government. And when you're not paying your fair share in taxes, or when you got these billions of loopholes, and of course, if you can get away with it, if there's a cheat code in a game that's for real, like you might be like, oh, I'm not going to hit the cheat code in Grand Theft Auto. I'm going to just grind it out and play the game and blah, 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 blah. Or I might do it just to have fun, and then I'll go back to, but this is real life. If you could just hit the cheat code real quick and they have them, then you're going to exploit those cheat codes. We know about that. But should that be right? should I sound naive even for considering if it's right or not to expose these loopholes? These are the things that I lie awake thinking about at night, and this is why I have the show. Just to let you guys know. It's 2:00 in the morning. I can't sleep. I'm thinking about the shit. All right. What's good, everybody? Cato's in the building. Southern Belle, POE Cast hanging out with us. Love, Tormenta. I see you up there. So yeah, this is what we have. But I see that the poll is getting some movement, and I absolutely love it. I love it. I see the numbers moving as we speak. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something cool for you. Should I do like a should we have like a I can do a like a presentation, like a slideshow. Can always do that. That's not it. Well, let's try it. Want this. No music? You guys want more music? I don't want any. Yeah. Am I? Okay. So, what do I even want to? First of all, let's talk about these people over here, man. I'm gonna present to you. All right. First of all, everybody talking shit, getting clicks. This is the channel on YouTube tonight. We are engaged in the we episodes, and we are live on set, direct, full effect. I'm a rapper. No, I'm your host tonight, and I'm Mo 3 times. Let me get under that POE comment right there. Let me just duck under it real quick. I'm your host, Mo 3 times, talking shit, getting clicks. Once again, we episodes, and this is what we're doing. So we're not going to be talking about Zuckerberg just yet. We're not going to be talking about, we're going to talk about the Namibians officially. So earlier we were just talking about people being rich and how rich people are and all this stuff. One of the things that came up was that, people are eating dog food and cat food here in America. Yes, they are. There are people in here that are eating dog food and cat food. But really, is that really dog food or cat food? Because would you feed a cat chicken and duck and liver and everything like that? That's human food. I would feed a cat something mouse flavored, if you will. Something a little catnip in it. I'm just messing with y'all. I am being stupid. Stupid! So let that joke go a little longer, get you guys all riled up. But honestly, I'm going to present. All right. Give me a second. Let me get the screen here. Before I do all that, though, let me make it. Yeah, let's go over here. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we have a website, and the website is called Talking Getting USA. I'm in it. I'm gonna bring it up right now. It's called TalkingGettingUSA.com. Oh man, that's great because I erased all my cookies. You ever erase all your cookies? Well, I erased all my cookies, so like the fact that this came up is amazing. And I'm gonna show you right now what it is. And it is BAM! You thought I was gonna hit the button. No, because I'm not ready. No, I'm not ready. I'm still not ready. I'm looking for it. I found it. Boom. This is the website above me. Talking shit, getting clicks. Now, if you hit this button, it'll take you to like what we're doing right now. We're talking about. But if you hit this button, it's called Shop All. Bam. And we got some wares for you. Now, let me get out of your way right now. and I'm going to show you some of the collection. We have the For the Birds collection. We have the Fresh Fruit collection. We also have the Talking Kitten collection. We're going to concentrate on the Talking Kitten collection right now. Boom, boom, boom. Now, Aunt Sherry I'm not even going to lie, I'm going to give you an update. Aunt Sherry ordered a logo sweatshirt, ended up getting a little logo sweatshirt. So thanks, Aunt Sherry, for purchasing a little ass sweatshirt. Don't worry, your adult logo sweatshirt is coming out right now, shipping for you for it to be replaced, the little one. But I went ahead and I made an adult logo sweatshirt too. She got her little logo sweatshirt. She said she loved the quality. She said the colors was popping on there. Like I said, Love wears her homemade Talking Getting one with the same exact logo on it. She gets compliments all the time. I know she's about to get that talking shit, getting clicks cropped hoodie tomorrow for the hard times. And I know a couple of you guys have gotten an official Whistle Thursday night tee, including myself. I got mine in gray. I got it in an ash gray. It's dope. Caro got one. She got hers in white. Funky fresh. It looks great. Aunt Sherry, she got one in the brown. The color, like the representing to the fullest. Representing to the fullest. And it came out like I'll show you. That's the one she got. So they come in different colors, different sizes. You guys go check it out. But if you are going to do it, let me throw this up for you. You should know that they're for you. I know. Family, you guys, I know you want to go all in for me, but you know what I mean? I don't mind throwing a little discount code, $20. 20% off will make your order go quite swell. And the coupon code is BOLD20. Once again, let the children sing. BOLD20. BOLD20. Take 20% off your order. Do as you will with that. And if you're a football fan, you come back, you check out this For the Birds collections, because we got the hoodies in there and everything like that. Check it out. We've been getting some orders out there, and then we got the fresh fruit. Yeah. They got their t-shirts. They look great. The graphics look good. Nice and bright in the t-shirts. The fresh fruit is for the ladies only. It's a feminine cut, if you will. Thank you for checking that out as we go through pull up to one of our topics of tonight. And that topic right now is the crisis that is going on in Namibia. Namibia. First of all, let me show you guys where Namibia is. I should put maps, hit maps. Let me bring this up. As you can see, this is where Namibia is. You can zoom out a little bit. You see it's on the the western part of Southern Africa. It's just north of South Africa. It is west of Zimbabwe, and it is south of Angola. And if you look at just I don't know what type of actual map this is called, but if you're just looking from a casual view, you can see the greenery in here. We know that means vegetation. Once you get here in these areas here, we know that's a little bit more arid region. Look how bright it is over here. This is a more arid desert region. Some mountains, it looks like, some high terrain in there, and then some low valleys, and it looks like it has a nice sized water source and a little oasis here compared to the size of the country of Namibia. That's a nice sized oasis. I would venture to guess that the most of the people live either here in the north or right here in the south, right? And what is amazing, as you can see, look at this. This is not, we're not talking about, I know we always get Africa twisted and messed up, but look how beautiful that these towns are in. It's just an arid region. I mean, if there was a little sand and surf behind that, you would think that you were in the Bahamas. They even got the traffic circles like the Bahamas in there with the churches in the midpoint. But look at this, look at the beautiful country. You know, it does have modern touches to it. Right here, this picture looks like it could be any major city in the world. Sometimes we get twisted when it comes to Africa. Sometimes we get it twisted. You just be thinking you're in the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion's sleeping tonight. But that's not the case. This is a modern city. You would not think that um, this could be categorized as a third world country at all. Get your minds right. But what the Namibians are going through is they are going through one of the greatest droughts in history. Camera. In history, they are going through the drought. Do you see this behind me? Camera off. You see this emaciated elephant? Huh? You see that the zebra, if you will, not the zebra, the zebra that's lying desolated in despair. Look at this little hippo. Hippos are one of the largest mammals on this planet, like behind elephants and whales. And even some of them way more than elephants. Anyway, these land whales, look how emaciated that is. I don't know if these animals are actually in Namibia, but when I got them off of my Google search, I surely made it kind of illustrate what's going on there. So these, I'm out of control, first of all. I don't even tell these stories correctly, but I think it's effective because it's just effective. All right, let's get this straight. Let me get it straight. I don't want to get everybody twisted up in a bunch or anything like that, but I do have to refer to my phone. All right, so these guys are going through a drought. People are dying of thirst out there. Food levels are low because it's hard to grow your food when there's no effing water. You know what I mean? I don't know why the children are singing. I don't know why. I don't know why. I feel like dropping another flex, but I'm not going to do it. Just
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers does not like you.
You know what I mean? All right, so what is going on in Namibia is that they are having a culling of animals to fight the drought. For food sources, they are culling animals. That's right, I said culling. There's a movie out there, I believe, called The Culling. The Culling. I'm going to put this here, but I got to shrink it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm not looking at it. All right. And this is what the culling means. It means select from a large quantity obtained from a variety of sources, anecdotes culled from Greek and Roman history. And it also, as a noun, means a selective slaughter of wild animals. And in this case, we are talking about a selective slaughter of wild animals. To this point, Love was so kind to send me just yester of day. She's saying, well, no. The species and the amount that are going to be killed are 83 elephants, 60 buffaloes, 30 hippos, 300 zebras, 100 blue wildebeest, okay? 100 of them, 50 impalas, and I'm not talking about the 6'4". I'm talking about the impalas, and 100 elands. Now, while I was reading this list, I realized there's an animal that I don't even know what it looks like, and I would like to Google search that animal. Can anybody guess what animal that is? Yeah, that's right, the eland. I don't know what the heck an eland is, but I'm thinking it's probably a hoofed animal, and there it is. It looks like a thick impala. Let me show you. Here it is. It's a common eland, and if we search impala, they kind of look the same. They kind of look the same, right? But these animals are going to be culled for their meat to feed the people of Namibia. Now, listen to this craziness. People are like, yo, you're going to kill all these animals. They're letting you know that, hey, these animals are going to die anyway due to the drought. These animals are going to perish anyway. I know I made a little tongue-in-cheek reference of sacrificing elephants and animals, exotic animals for rain. But it's not really it's a matter of life and death that they are going to slice and dice these. Now, like I showed you, when you think about it, it's like it is like just crazy, like brutal. It's old world. It is like the beginning of Earth right here. It's looking like in Namibia, but like I just showed you what this place looks like. I showed you what it looks like. It's gorgeous place. It's a modern place. So what are they going to do? They are going to fly in expert hunters to hunt and cull these animals, and then they are going to have expert chefs to carve them up, because it's not like they're poor. They just can't get no water.
There's no strategy.
They just
There
can't
is
get no water
thought.
right now.
And the brand is just him.
I don't even know why the children are singing poor animals, but damn, this is the thing. You can make an oil pipeline stretch from effing Ukraine down to Venezuela, but you can't get they can't get a little water hose action? We can't get some water hose action for all these people in Namibia. Out of all the resources that have been raped and plundered from the continent of Africa, you can't return a little bit of Poland Spring to these people. Help them out. Help them out. Look at that hippo all emaciated. Look at it. Said, look. Look at that elephant. Look at the elephant. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Whatever he wants to do and however he wants to live his life, that's how he's going to live his life. He is unencumbered by the peer pressure.
All right, people, we're getting through it. We're getting through it. We're going to talk about Zuckerberg next. Definitely. We're going to definitely talk about Zuckerberg. It's all right. All right, thank you guys. I had to get some water. Let's talk about this guy now. That's right. Meta Man snitches on the Biden administration. I gotta stop it. You know I love the techno. I love the acoustic techno. I love it. You know who could help the ultra wealthy? Yo, you are right about that, sir. You know, the ultra wealthy could probably send Namibia some waters. By the way, guys, in the chat, let me know your favorite water. Your favorite water, since this is some first world shit right now. Tell everybody what you like to sip on, your favorite H2O brand. I love Aquapana. Have you guys ever had it? Aquapana. It is some crisp water. I can't even say it right. Here, I'm gonna show you. These are what I like. These are the waters. These are the waters. Now this looks like a plastic bottle, but I get the glass bottles, and they used to be $1 at the ShopRite in East Violin. That ShopRite, you know what I mean? I call it the Mafia ShopRite because you can get like a flat screen TV in there for like $50, but you gotta climb on top of the freezer to get it. You know what I mean? But yo, they be having these waters, and they are so damn crispy. If you can get your hands on one of them, by all means do. Yeah, they were costing $1. This was like back in 2018, 2019. So if they still got them, they might be a little bit more. But check those out; those are good. Your favorite water comes from Amsterdam. Let me put the chat select up front like it's supposed to be, so I can rate it. Ain't that precious? What's that water called, Tormenta? I know nobody said Dasani. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Pero compramos Cievos Park. Yo, you get your little Google Translate. Let me find out. Let me find out. You got that. Nobody drinks no Dasani. Dasani is. Oh Lord, what's the pineapples? Yo, what's the pineapples for? What is the pineapples for? Not on my show. Not on my show. Oh wow. Oh yeah. I remember I made that. God, no. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh, Donald Trump. What was I going to say? How did I get to talk about water and our favorite waters? Oh, yeah. That's because Namibia needs some more. All right. So let's talk about Zuckerberg, aka Zuckerberg. All right. Basically, what this man did was he wrote a letter to Representative Jim Jordan, who is a Democrat on the Hill. And then basically in his letter, and I'll show it to you. From Meta, it says, the Honorable Jim Jordan is addressed to him. He says, Chairman Jordan, I appreciate the committee's interest in content moderation on online platforms. As you are aware, Meta has produced thousands of documents as part of your investigation and made a dozen employees available for transcribed interviews. Further to our cooperation with your investigation, I welcome the opportunity to share what I've taken away from this process. There's a lot of talk right now around the U.S. government, how the U.S. government interacts with companies like Meta, and I want to be clear about our position. Our platforms are for everyone. We're not promoting speech and helping people connect in a safe and secure way. As part of this, we regularly hear from governments around the world and others with various concerns around public discourse and public safety. He goes on to say, in 2021, senior officials from the Biden administration, including the White House, repeatedly pressured our teams for months to censor certain COVID-19 content, including humor and satire, and expressed a lot of frustration with our teams when we didn't agree. Ultimately, it was our decision whether or not to take content down, and we own our decisions, including COVID-19 related changes we made to our enforcement in the wake of this pressure. He says, I believe the government pressure was wrong, and I regret that we were not more outspoken about it. I also think we made some choices that, with the benefit of hindsight and new information, we wouldn't make today. Like I said to our teams at the time, I feel strongly that we should not compromise our content standards due to pressure from any administration in either direction, and we're ready to push back if something like this happens again. Wow. All right, so it does say, in a separate situation, the FBI warned us about a potential Russian disinformation operation about the Biden family and Burisma in the lead up to 2020 elections. Burisma, if you remember, was a company that was doing business overseas with Hunter Biden, and supposedly Joe Biden was in on Burisma in the 2020 election. Said that fall, when we saw a New York Post story reporting on corruption allegations involving then Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden's family, we sent that story to fact checkers for review and temporarily demoted it while waiting for a reply. It since has been made clear that the reporting was not Russian disinformation, and in retrospect, we shouldn't have demoted that story. We've changed our policies and processes to make sure this doesn't happen again. For instance, we no longer temporarily demote things in the U.S. while waiting for fact checkers. Was there another slide? Anyway, basically what happened is he apologizes for basically buckling to Biden administration pressure not to run certain content on Facebook that included humor and satire about COVID. And I have to wonder, what do you guys think about that? What do you think the timing of this now? If he's talking about 2021, do you guys not remember how many times Mark Zuckerberg has been in front of Congress because there have been leaks, because there has been Russian interference using Facebook? Let's not act like y'all ain't remember watching those Facebook ads of Hillary Clinton popping up, having seizures, having coughing fits, being tied to Pizzagate.
There's no.
You know? You don't remember that? Do you remember all the crazy... Listen, there is so much crazy shit that people get to post on Instagram right now that it's amazing. Now, what I do see Facebook still do, because just the other day, somebody that I know in my friends group posted a political... they made like a political story or whatever. And on that political story, and I would never... Me personally, if it has that little fact check button on there, I wouldn't post it. What happens is you'll take clips of Joe Biden saying something without playing a minute before or a minute after, so you lose context. So it looks like he's talking crazy and he's being like some type of malicious villain. I see this with Trump as well. I find it lazy, but I see it more pointed and directed towards Democrats, where they're always just being cut off in these like little clips and everything. So the context is made great. It just makes them look crazy. And it's just a tactic that happens over and over again. And one thing I did notice about Facebook is that they will put that tag up that says, hey, this might not be totally in context. And you can click and watch this anyway, but this information being presented may not be in context. The reason why this was done in the first place is because, like I said, back in 2015, 2016, there was a candidate publicly asking for assistance from Russian operatives to do things such as break into email servers of secretaries of states that were running as a presidential candidate. Not only that, there was so much false information that during an investigation after the 2016 election, they found out how much bad information went through a lot of social media companies, Facebook being one in particular, and they were able to figure out how much of that information was able to sway voters into voting a certain way. And as a result, going forward in the next elections, 2 years later in 2020, in 2018, and in 2020, you would see these fact check buttons come up. Now it seems to me that Zuckerberg wrote an apology apologizing to buckling to the Biden administration, but really he's dry snitching, saying that, hey, I held up some information about COVID-19. And I get that, guys. We got a call in 9, by the way, if you disagree with this. But at a time when people were being told to pump bleach in their veins, and that if you slept on your head with a piece of candy corn between your third and fourth toe, that you could clear. You could just clear yourself of COVID, and you would be all right. So, I mean, me personally, if it's COVID-related material at that time and Biden administration was like, yo, don't censor that, then I get that. That's one thing. The Burisma part, though, that was true and wasn't true, I think that was just little extra add-ons because we got Burisma... because we got Burisma information anyway. We got it from Facebook, we got it from Instagram, we got it from TikTok. We got it from TikTok especially. But yeah, I think there's a little something nefarious going on. I heard that Elon had Marky Mark's back on this. And we got to see crazy things. You know, this election time is bringing out like all the guns. They're bringing out all the guns. I like it. Talking shit. Getting clicks. I'm 3 times. Call in. Let me know. Are we still? Are we just gonna be all? Listen, are we gonna be all? The fourth toe, yes. Candy corn in between it. It'll save you from a lot of pain. Yes, we should boycott Facebook, Instagram, but that's how many people make their money, so that's a tough stance to take. Yeah. And they have billions and billions of people. They are too big to fail, I believe. I believe right now. There's a lot of things I want to boycott. There are plenty of things that I would like to boycott. Let's take a look into our all right. It is 8:31. Kamala is having her interview at 9 o'clock. So I'm going to try to get us out of here. I got a couple more things to cover. You guys already saw the website. Let me remind you, please hit like, share, subscribe. We up in here.
There's no strategy.
There is no strategy.
There is no thought.
There is no thought.
And the brand is just him. He lives in this world where there's just him.
Bleached blonde,
Okay?
but bad bells, bunch body.
We episodes. We episodes. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Do you guys know about these people right here? Do you guys know about these people right here? I had so many. And I don't even have to wing it. I don't even have to wing it. But I've just been going ahead and throwing left arm, right arms out there like that. We're back. Kamala. That's a great question. Why would we boycott? Why are we boycotting? Unfortunately, is it because he's like you're allowed to? In social media, like you're allowed to, should you be allowed to post fraudulent information? Like that's a story, like that's a conversation we were having a couple of weeks ago. Like when I was saying, like, I am not a journalist. Now, personally, I try to get my facts right, but really, I'm on social media. I'm not responsible for any of this. I personally have a quality about me that wants to make, to see this through and have sources and citations and back the shit up. At least give you a link. But anybody out there can post it. I see, like, really, I was going to take like 15 to 20 minutes out just to go ahead and, like, the stuff that I see coming across my timeline of people that I know that have been posting. I'm like, yo, like, this is crazy. This is nuts. These MFs are nuts. But one side of me says that, yo, it is First Amendment. You have the right to free speech, even if it's stupid. Even if it is...
Because I don't think society should be allowed to be that stupid. I don't think society allows stupidity in it.
Right, but we do. Even though we shouldn't have stupid people in it, we got a lot of stupid people in there. They post stupid stuff, and then you get a train of stupid people following them. And then it has the nerve because those stupid people call the people that are trying to make them not stupid, they get called sheep. They get called sheep. Which is stupid. It's stupid. It's like Sansa Stark in Game of Thrones when she said, "You're stupid." Right, that's it. That's the thing. That's the thing in my household. No, you shouldn't be allowed to purposely put out false information. People are easily manipulated. That is another thing. Like, and we're going to talk about this There's this show is gonna end on a thoughtful note that we can take with us. But yeah, that's one thing. Like, I had to come to the conclusion that, there are a lot of idiots out here. This is something that I would like to explore. Like the education level of American citizens and different age demographics and everything like that. Not to be like racist or anything like that, or misogynist or misandry or whatever, or any of those adults and andries or whatever's. But just to see, like, there are a lot of people, and I take it for granted that I can read, that I can write, that I have a decent mind. You know what I mean? But there are people out there that are fucking stupid, that are just dumb. Stupid. They're just dummies out there. There's just dum-dums out there. You gotta love them. And then, hold on. There's difference with you got people who are dumb. Like, they're dumb. They're gonna be dumb. Then you got people who are like trying, but they're a little ignorant. And then you got people that don't know, and then when you tell them and you give them proof, it's like, and then like those people, you just gotta you just gotta throw your hands up and let them go with God, because I'm not gonna get my blood pressure up for somebody that's not gonna appreciate this good damn information I'm giving them. I will refuse. I'm here for the people that wanna that got something for me that's either gonna challenge my mind or accept this tutelage. You know what I mean? That's just me though. But I'm not gonna lie. Every 4 years around these election times, and it's been like lately with these last couple elections, because yeah, it's been like that. It gets like that. People come out of the woodwork with the craziest shit ever since the campaign started using social media. It's gotten progressively worse since 2008, around that time frame. Oh. Thank you. If you let me bring my screen up. It's just me in here. Oh, we got callers in here. All right, let me get call number one. I'm gonna do it in order. They've been waiting for 4 minutes. All right. Talking shit, getting clicks. This is Mo 3 times. Who am I talking to?
Big Murph.
Are we talking for the birds right now? Are we talking for the birds?
We're talking for the birds, man.
We're talking for the birds right now. All right. Everybody that's in here with us talking shit, getting clicks. We got a little thing going for the birds. It's about the football thing. It's based on my Philadelphia Eagles. Also, as you saw on the website, there is a For the Birds brand. It's based on the Philadelphia street tee, street hoodies as well. If you'd like to check those out, if you like bleed green and you're a fan, that is what you want to get. No one's going to have that gear except for all of us that are here right now. All right. So, Will is calling because I made a transaction with him in fantasy football. Guys, welcome to my life. Now, the transaction that I made... What's your team's name, by the way? How do you pronounce that? And it's only 4 letters.
Same old.
Like same old losing? Like you'll lose like same old time last year? Is that what it is? I'm giving you the guff. All right. So I noticed today that you got rid of Jordan Mason, you added Jordan Mason, who's a San Francisco running back, and you dropped Justin Fields, who's a Pittsburgh quarterback that they're probably going to make play cornerback or some shit like that. All right. I don't even know. I did this on my computer. Can you remind me of the trade? I made a trade with you.
Oh no, you put one in. You requested a trade.
I put a trade request in. You think it's horrible?
Yes, it's horrible.
You think it's a horrible trade request?
Absolutely horrible.
I can't even.
You want Kyron Williams?
I'm stressed right now because
Brock Purdy and a defense or something like that.
For Brock Purdy and the Jets defense, for a top tier quarterback. You know what, Will? Let me break this down to you, okay? No one's trying to play you out. No one's. But you got Kyler Murray. You got Caleb Williams. You have an unproven Caleb Williams, and you have Kyler Murray that's coming off of an all right season after coming off an injury, after being injured before, and who's injury prone. You got a rookie playing with the effing Chicago Bears that we have nothing about. And you got a decent running back that you're starting at 15 projection points when your second running back has 16 projection points. Now, I am offering you a top-rated defense, which, as I'm looking at your defense right now, does not exist. The Seahawks defense, please, sir, I'm offering you the Jets, the Jets, Jets defense, right? And I'm also offering you Brock Purdy, who's in a pretty good position at San Francisco and has pieces around him. Plus, he has, he went to the playoffs. The playoffs? He went to the playoffs. I'm giving you a tried and true to actually bolster two shaky-ass quarterbacks that you got and a terrible defense. And the only thing I want in return is a little running back love. Do you need a running back as well? Is that like what do you need here?
You don't have no running back that I want.
Exactly, but I see you got Zach Moss. You picked up Mason.
This is the issue. Mm-hmm. You can have Zach Moss, but my talent, the talent on my roster is obviously better than yours. Let's get that out there right now.
Oh shit!
It far surpasses your talent. So when I look at what I could possibly poach from your roster,
I got you.
Something that I would actually like. There's some things that pop out at me. One is Jonathan Taylor, which I know you're not going to come off of JT.
I'm not.
Two would be Travis Kelce, which maybe I could get you to come off Travis. That said, I like the Christian Kirk as well. But I'm giving you a running back, a damn near all-pro running back, going to get you 15-plus points a game.
I'm giving you a all-pro quarterback for your two shaky quarterbacks. You're going to at least know, out of the quarterbacks that you have a true, real-deal quarterback. And I'm giving you one of the top-rated defenses in the league. Let me think about this, and we'll come back.
Purdy.
Let me think about this.
Brock Purdy is like the Russell Wilson. Which is on my bench.
Oh,
that's who you're offering me.
Brock Purdy is like, oh my God, dude, we got to make another poll about who's better, Brock Purdy or Russell Wilson right now in this life.
It's a push. They're equal.
Will, I'm thinking I should do some For the Birds Sunday mornings. Sunday, Saturday morning, sometime on the weekend. We're going to do it for real this year, and we'll talk about this. I'm going to get back to the show because I want to talk about the Atlantic City Electric, and I got to talk to Vlago. But we'll definitely talk about this. If you can come up, I don't know, like just looking real quick before I go. I'm kind of looking for a running back here. I want a running back. That's all I'm looking for.
We'll get to it.
Yeah. Well, definitely.
You're going to have to just come off with something a little bit more heavy than a defense.
I mean, I'd take Walker. You got Minshew. Your third string quarterback is... He might play one game this whole year. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about this later.
He put up numbers with Pittman last year, man. Stop playing.
He did.
All right.
But he's not even starting, which is a shame. He should be starting. You do. You have a great one. Peace. I'll see you out there. Amazing. This guy tried to get me on a Thursday on my show like I wasn't looking. I got to call somebody back. Rec, I'm sorry. I was doing it in order. I knew he was going to say something about this trade. He's been trying to get at me. 15 minutes, I got you. 15 minutes. We're out of here. All right. That's crazy. All right. So let me tell you something. about violent New Jersey. It's not even violent New Jersey. Listen, a lot of people have been complaining about their electric company bills. If you are one of those people, this is for you. This is for you. For you. For you. All right? Now, Atlantic City Electric is the electric company that I use at my domicile. Ev Love Love is the payer of that bill that the children sang, because if it was me, I would have been arrested right now for the words I would have called in the customer service. I would have been running extension cords down the city hall all the way back to my house. I would have ran an extension cord from Atlantic City Electric back to my house. I would be in the Philadelphia Inquirer and the Courier Post and the Daily Journal and all the newspapers of all the that I would be giving these people. I have to tell you though, with that, bills have been skyrocketing. I'm personally letting you know that, and love, if you want to call in just to let these people know, like the bill has gone, what, tripled? The electricity bill has tripled. Now, yes, we've had a heat wave, and I can get into conspiracy theories and talk about how people control the weather and how they just make it hotter so we can use more of this electricity, pay more money into it, because really electricity to these people is free. It's just something that they have, and they have it in bulk, and they can give the oil to make these things run and whatever. We're talking about the people that we should be taxing. The ultra wealthy, the $5 billion people, they're good. They're good. They can pay a triple. It's not going to affect them. It affects us. It affects us. But here we go. Right? So now we're paying triple bills. Now let me tell you what. This is just coming from me being a homeowner and just getting lucky. Right? So I think it was last year around this time, maybe before, I every now and then Love complains about the electric bill. Nothing crazy, but she's just be like, babe, yo, this month was high. Like, are you leaving the air conditioning on in the stew? Because I got a lot of stuff in here. I got a lot of electronics in here, and we are pumping some juice. But nothing that would triple the bill. And I've been doing this in this little place right now for what? For over 2 years now. And I've gotten more pieces of equipment, but there's things that I've turned off. But I don't think that I am expending any more energy today than I did 4 years ago. And in those 4 years' time, this bill has damn near quadrupled. All right? Now, one day I saw the guy that checks the meter, and I was talking to him. I was like, yo, what's up with this? Like, what's going on with the bill? Like, it's like we weren't here last month. We weren't here for a week and a half. Like, why is our bill higher this month than it was the month previously? You know, we had our windows open. We weren't using air conditioner. You know, just tell them the real thing. Like, I was being good. I would shut all of this stuff down. I'd be ripping the stuff out the wall just to see what happened. Why is our bill going up? He was like, listen, he told me like this. If you don't have these, and I'm going to show you this meter right now. Let me take you to the main. I'm going to show you this meter. This is the meter. This is the new digital meters. A lot of you guys have it on your news house. You remember what the old ones look like a damn rotary phone, like a tick-tock clock spinning around like it's a damn a Breitling watch, if you will. But these are the digital ones. They got the little barcodes and everything like that. So, originally, a man would have to come out to your house and look at your meter. Now, over the years, they would look at the meter, and then after a couple of months, they would be like, all right, we're going to guesstimate. Usually he's at this time there. Well, this household is at this amount, and then they wouldn't even get out and check. They wouldn't get out and even check. They would just be like, oh, it's like this. So, of course, you're going to be like, damn, I mean, we know that we for sure use less power in May than we used in April because we weren't here half the month. That's because some lazy dickhead was in his car and didn't bother to get out and reach a meter. He just went off what was previously on a clipboard before. He probably didn't even come out to your street. It's possible. Now, but he also did let me know that, hey, sometimes they're out there and they have binoculars. They'll actually go out there and they'll try to peek and they'll try to get as close with the binoculars. And sometimes, hey, they miss a comma or something like that. So your bill could be messed up like that. He said, but with these bad boys, this thing right here with me, he's like, with these are going to be drop top, dead on balls accurate. That's what he said. That's what he said. Like Marissa Tomei and my cousin Vinny. Now, let me tell you what. That's not true, because since we got these digital beauties, the bill has tripled, quadrupled. I can't go over quadruple after that, like quintupled or something like that. So I don't know, 7. I'm not making it a 7. But the bill has risen steadily. Now, Love was bitching and complaining. She's getting on me. I'm like, babe, what are you talking about? I put shit in sleep mode. Like, I can't turn this off, but I put it in sleep mode. I turn all this off. I turn all that off. I'll hit a breaker on you. Babe, it's not me. It's not me. It's not me running up this power. It's not the kids running up the power. It's not going on like that. But while we're having this conversation, damn near 40,000 people across South New Jersey is having the same conversation. To the point that, hey, when you go in your local Facebook channel, because every city should have like a little local Facebook where you go the city of, and everybody's like, yo, what were those sirens going on? And we got one here where I live, like a little Facebook group where your hometown on it, and you guys talk about what's going on locally. And then one of the things that went on our local Facebook was Atlantic City Electric and its fuckery. And it went along on other groups in Cumberland County and Atlantic County, Salem County, all of that. Anywhere where Atlantic City Electric holds its little talent, that talk went on to the point that it made it to Congressman Van Drew. Let me change this. What am I doing here? Congressman Van Drew. Congressman Van Drew was like, listen, I got people flooding my office, calling my office, hint, 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 calling my government office, sending me emails, sending me letters, complaining about Atlantic City Electric, which is an Exelon company in particular. All right? So Van Drew writes a letter to the board. He says, I'm writing to express my concerns, increasing energy bills, blah, 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 from financial burdens communities. He says, I basically want to have an investigation. Now, while we're having this investigation, we are going to put a I got to say this slow. Moratorium. A moratorium needs to be placed on any further rate increase. What does a moratorium mean? Word of the day. It means a temporary prohibition of an activity, an indefinite moratorium on the use of drift nets, so you don't catch dolphins when you're trying to catch tuna. But most importantly a moratorium in this situation is a temporary suspension of an activity or law until future consideration warrants lifting that suspension, such as if and when the issues that led to the moratorium have been resolved. In this case, these power checkers, what are they called? It's so late. These power, what is it? I can't even remember what it's called. It's sitting behind me. But yeah, these power regulators or whatever, it can be imposed by the government, regulators, or business. So yeah. When they go to check the power meter, your power meter, we got to figure this out. And until this investigation is over, your bill should be going back to what it was before it got crazy. Now, do I think Jeff Van Drew was in on this? He's probably getting some money. Yeah, because that's how they get down. That's how they all get down. But one thing is that the power of the people complaining will get some stuff done. We'll get that letter sent, and we'll get those investigations going, and hopefully that we can figure out what's going on, and the people of South Jersey can get a little bit of justice as far as their electric bill is concerned. Now, let me show you some things that you need to know. Because, like I said before, Atlantic City Electric is a company of a larger company. It is a subsidiary of a larger company. Let me go back here. And that company is Exelon, as I'm showing you. Now, let me show you something else, because this is where all of my people that aren't in South Jersey this is the plan for all of you guys, because I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a guess out there. And I'm guessing that you are getting screwed over too by your utility companies. And I'm going to give you a little blueprint this evening to get your astumas, All right. First of all, in New Jersey, we have customer rights. That's right. You go to the state of whatever, and it will tell you about your customer rights. Here we have customer rights concerning electricity and utilities, such as you're entitled to at least one deferred payment in a year. Come in big, especially during the holidays, where you want to spend a little of that Christmas money a little early. Now, you can also be asked to pay unreasonably high deposits. You cannot be asked to pay unreasonably high deposits. Check through there. Gives you numbers, it tells you your rights as a consumer there. Now, if you go to Atlantic City Electric specifically, this website here, go to the company part. This is Exelon. You can see that there's more companies under here. And I'm going to go on a limb and say these are also energy utility companies, such as Pepco, such as Pico, such as Delmarva Power, ComEd, BGE. I've heard other people, Exelon Utilities. You can go to all of these companies right here. I'm going to go to Atlantic City because I'm from here. But people that are in the area, Delaware, Philadelphia, North Jersey, if you have any of these companies, you can go here to check it out. Now, one of the cool things that Atlantic City Electric has that, hey, maybe before we got on the line and started bitching about our power bills, they have different programs. They have a lot of different programs to get you right with in terms of your power. Some of these things are, well, it tells you. It's how many customers they have. It gives you this. But there is a button that you can click on. Well, they will send a man or a woman out to your house to basically gauge your power consumption. Now, for $5 more, and this is in the state of New Jersey, but I'm sure it's the same in a lot of other states, for $5 more, you can get the official whistle man to come out, his supervisor, with them and actually make these checks official. But right here, Atlantic City Electric, an Exelon company. Once you go to the electric company over there, oh, hold on, let me go here. I already had it up. The same spot where you pay your bill, you got ways to save. It will give you into these energy saving programs, because even when these bills come down, because we know that they're doing something crazy, there's still little plans that you can save even more. It will tell you how to recycle appliances, such as, hey, you got a new dishwasher, you got a new washer and dryer, we got to get rid of the old stuff. It'll help you with that stuff. But one of the resources that interests me was, and I'm looking for it, not smart energy, smart grid safety community, volunteering, they got all that stuff, ways to save, assistance, finder, business, move and pay my bill. There was, that's what I was talking about. And it's here on this page. I'm looking for it. I know it's probably staring me dead in my face. Here it tells you about the energy assessment. Here you go. So they have different programs where people will come out, and then for a little bit of like a couple extra dollars, you can make it official and get that paperwork. So it'll tell you exactly what type of power is going on in your house and how much you're going to be spending and ways to save on your bills. Right? You're absolutely right, Kato. Yo, they bought in the new power meters specifically to have more accurate billing, and as you can see, that is not the case. Now, Van Drew also said that there are some offshore windmills that we have in New Jersey that have been going up, and he wanted to know if any of these costs were attributed to that program, because if so, that is effed up. Ladies and gentlemen, 8:59. That is my show for you this evening. Hey, I'm sorry we didn't finish everything, but we'll get back to it. Kamala Harris is about to go on with her interview with Dana Bash. I hope you guys enjoy it. We'll talk about that next week, and also we'll finish up here because this all rolls into one thing. So what I end with this evening, I'll start with next week. For the birds, come check us out. Will call in. We'll discuss more trades. We'll have everybody try to get some other guys in the league, and maybe you can listen to the chatter, and I'll help you out with what's going on with your team. Thanks, Will, for calling in. If we can get to you, we'll definitely get to you next week. This conversation ain't ending, especially when it comes to like the Trump and Biden stuff. We still got a little bit more time, even though time to get there. But for Zuckerberg, for Atlantic City Electric, for the crisis going on in Namibia, I like to say, God bless us all. Thanks for watching. It's talking shit, getting clicks. I'm Mo 3 times. It's the we episodes. I appreciate each of you guys for coming out for me. Please don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and we'll get back up with you next week. That's right. Also, yeah, that's what I said. Go check the website out. It'll be links back to the show. It'll also have some contact links. So if you want to get in touch, do a collab or something like that, we can definitely do that. And while I'm here, let me bring up, I forgot to bring up, like, what kind of monster am I? Here's the poll right now, guys. I am about to end the poll. And let me show you. Here's the poll. The poll right now says 78% to 22% say that it is fair to tax the ultra wealthy. I appreciate that from you guys. When we said ultra wealthy, it was billionaires making over $5 billion a year. We think it's fair to tax the ultra wealthy. Also, I can't even talk. Ultra wealthy. So, for all of you guys out there, let me go through the chat. Mainline, POE Cast, Young Lindo, Ev Love, Sunder Bell, Ramid, Tormenta, Mainline. I appreciate all you guys for coming out. See you guys next week.